national team, get in the squad and make their way to Rio as well.
Well, there they are on screen right now, the Canadians and the Stars. The Canadians on the left-hand side, the Stars on the right-hand side. A big audience as we go around the world today. Prime time in Canada and in the USA. Welcome to the Central Coast here in Australia.
Yes, definitely, and these two sides, there's no love lost there. Of course, Canada versus the USA, one of the great all-time rivalries, Peter. And, of course, the Canadian Maple Leafs, led by Kish. She is an out-and-out superstar, and, of course, the number one out there, Britt Ben. You know, she's been unstoppable all tournament too. Liz Entwistle joins us from the Starbarians, I guess they're called today, because they are a bit of a mixture of a couple of sides.
That's right. We have players from New Zealand, the Netherlands, Canada, USA, and Australia. I'd like to say a quick shout-out to all of our stars at the Olympic Training Center right now in camp. Wishing you the best as you progress through your trials.
And here we go now. It's showtime here, day 2 of the Central Coast Sevens. Oh, look at Kish. She gets straight up. The Maple Leafs are here to play. Ball comes out. Nice pass in there. She is Ben trying to get around her opposite. Look at her. She's driving forward. She keeps going. Nice run there. She's one of the superstars of this competition. And now they've got a deep back line set. Here's Kish. Kish with the ball in 2 hands. Gets the ball out wide. Breaks away from one. On the inside, on the outside. The big palm comes out. And what a palm. And Mandy Marshak, she scores the first try of the day, Peter.
Oh, great to see the first try of the day come only after 1 minute as well. So if anything like this is to go by, we're going to be for one hell of a day as we head down into the back end of the finals.
Yeah, so how much does it affect your guys, Liz? I mean, you guys have only come together pretty much within the week as well.
That's right. We actually haven't had a full training session with all 12 members of our roster together, with everyone coming from such different places, and really came together yesterday. Had that opening hit against Fiji, then came back in both of our matches against Central Coast Academy of Sport and Sunnybank. We were down in both games. Halftime score was 10-7 against Sunnybank, came on to win that one. Halftime score 7-5 down against Central Coast. So it's a position we're familiar of, I guess, being in, but able to bounce back. And I think, some big hits. We have got nothing to lose, and we came here to play against the best in the world. This is what we want. And it gives our girls a great test.
So in other words, no excuses today.
Nothing, holding nothing back. So
that's what we like to hear, and that's what we come to expect from all things US of A. And here we go again. Here's the restart. The ball comes. Kish is there again. She bats the ball back. May have gone forward. Yes, the referee indicates so. So the ball now coming back. And it's going to be the first scrum of the game.
Yeah, we knew that Canada is just so strong in the air, too. And knowing how aggressive they are, we thought maybe we might be able to draw a couple penalties here and there. They put that up right at our player, number 66, Michelle Montague. She actually spent the last year playing rugby in British Columbia, playing with Vlox alongside many of these Canada girls. Also of note, our center out there, that's Caroline Crossley. She's actually a 17-year-old in Canada, one of their non-rostered reserves that they loaned to us for the weekend. So she gets a bit of a hit out against her mates. And we'll see what she can do.
Oh, Kish was coming through on that one. I thought maybe it was fumbled, but referee disagrees with us there as the ball comes out now. A little good line to speed by the Maple Leafs there. Penalty, though. Referee says offside, Pete.
Yeah, just on the 22-metre line there. So let's see what they choose to do here. They take the tap and choose to get on with it quite quickly.
Yeah, we spent some time this week training our penalty plays and our different options, so good to see people connecting there. And we also talked last night when we were reviewing film about just being quicker to our breakdowns. When we support ourselves in our rucks, we had some great rugby, and I think we're seeing our ones and our twos hitting quite quick and making sure we secure our ball.
So the Stars Rugby here look to come out to the commentary side. They look to exploit the gap, but they've been able to find the touch line. Ball goes floating into touch. Not ideal there for the Stars Rugby side.
Yeah, just the execution there, Peter, letting them down. Obviously, those combinations not quite right yet after only a week of coming together for the Starbarians. So we'll see the first line out of the match. Kish is in there. She's the go-to. Marchak will be lifting. Nicely won there by Kish. Not a trouble, and the gap opens up. Here she goes. Maleshi, she's going to go all the way. What a try!
An absolute stunner. And she knows where to score it too to make the conversion quite easy. Right underneath the post. They're on fire here, the Canadians.
I mean, just like we saw yesterday when we played Fiji, the good teams are going to create try-scoring opportunities off those turnovers. So an unfortunate missed pass, that unforced error by our team, leads to a Canada line-out. And I'm not quite certain why we didn't get somebody up, because we've had some quite good lifts and jumps in the games and our practices leading up to this. But it gives Canada a pretty clear line for the try. Great job by Canada, but still plenty of game to play. Still 10 minutes left in the action.
Well, the gap certainly opened up there, didn't it? And Kayla went through. She sniffed it. Saw it open and boom, underneath the stick. She showed plenty of pace too. The number 2.
See, this Canada team quite fit. I think they're one of the bigger size-wise too. You look at all that muscle on Team Canada, training together and working as hard as they do. So we knew this wasn't going to be an easy game, win or lose. That we were going to get some solid hits and some good contests. We'll take that from the air though. That's nice. A little gift, not going 10. Get the short arm at halfway.
10. And again, yesterday we saw it happen. At least one a game, Pete.
Well, it's their turn now to get back into this. First time they've been inside the Canadian half. Let's see what the Stars can do here. Look at that defense, driving them back towards their own goal line here, the Stars.
And of course, if you're listening in Vancouver, New York, wherever you are around the world, don't be afraid to hashtag CC7s.
Oh, that was quite the steal there by Canada. We had a good run by Michelle, a little bit of good maul movement, but Canada coming away with the ball from the tackle.
Here's Ben. Ben opens up. Oh, over the top to Harvey. Not the best ball. They'll realign and she goes forward. She decides to truck it through the defence. She's got an arm free. Can't get it loose, though.
Yep, that was Kirli Laws on the tackle, one of our Australian players, recommended from the Australian developmental coach. A young player down from Sydney area, only about 18 years old. Kish challenging Janneke outside. Looks like Kish is going to go through. An uncharacteristic missed tackle from one of our Netherlands players there, that number 15.
Good players make it look easy, don't they? And she did exactly that.
She's such a good player, is Kish. She's no Kish out of water, Peter.
No, we definitely know that. And there she is there, just getting a bit of appreciation from her fellow teammates there on screen there. We said yesterday, I love her at the different hairstyles, but certainly stands out. A lot of individualism there, and she loves it. Now this is the chance now to convert the Kish try. They're about 15 metres in from our western touchline here at Maury Breen Oval here at Wyong. An unusual drop punt. And it's just wide. So no change here on the Bar TV scoreboard. We've had 6.5 minutes here. Canada leading by 19 points to 0.
Yep, we brought in a substitution here. It looks like Janneke had to go out. We brought on Tiara Reynolds. Sorry, not Tiara Reynolds. Tiara Littleton. Tiara Reynolds, one of our Canadian players that I played with for Beavers on some of these touring sides myself. So that's Tiara Littleton wearing number 7. One of our original stars from our very first tour ever a year and a half ago. So, again, we lose this match. We've been around for a year and a half bringing players together. So we're happy to get a hit out and test ourselves against the best.
So Harvey getting it underway. Kish is in there. Couldn't quite come down with it, but...
yeah, knock on
there. Play, knock on.
She got the big mitt to it and couldn't bat it back, so not batting an eyelid. They go into half-time now. 19-0 in favour of this Canadian Maple Leaf side. And let's be honest, they have to be favourites here in this competition.
Yeah, I think favorites for the competition, but we're going to throw a couple tricks in here after halftime. We kept a couple of our starters out of this game knowing Canada has such depth. We saw them do the same thing yesterday in that final match of the evening, when they brought on Magley Harvey and Jen Kish as subs. Most of note is number 63 out there, Phoebe Thomas, a player from Tribe 7s here in Australia. She's been starting all weekend in the centres, so we'll see her come on and make an impact. Number 60, Anthea Clark from down Sydney area as well. She started our game yesterday against Sunnybank. And then number 86, Brianne Nicholas, another one of the Team Canada players, a player that can play scrum half, can play on the wing. And yesterday in the Sunnybank game, I'll tell you, she might be small, but she's quite mighty. She was blowing up rucks left and right. Beautiful dive passes, too. So we were under quite a bit of pressure from that Australian team, but able to maintain composure. So, again, being down 19-0, maybe not the score we were hoping for, but something we can certainly come back from. I think a quick try here puts us back in the game. So we'll be kicking off to them, too, and get a little bit of an aerial contest of our own.
Well, there's nothing better than a good-looking dive pass. One of my favourite forms of passing in the sevens format, Liz. Pete, well, you give it a 10?
You give it a 10, yeah, definitely.
6 degree of difficulty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know from the stats that Bar TV received yesterday a big audience in the US and also up through Canada. And right now it's prime time on the east coast of New York as well.
It's prime time, all right.
It's prime time, and it's morning time here in Australia. So no doubt the ladies have got a lot of relatives and friends watching this telecast from our great friends in Canada and also in America.
Yeah, this is perfect timing playing this Cup quarterfinal so early in the morning here, but at prime viewing hours, all of our mates back home finishing their Saturday Rugby Day matches.
A little bit offside there, maybe. Oh, good work there by the Stars to come up with it. No, the Maple Leafs are turning over. Referee not happy with that. So they'll call it back.
Yeah, that's a great challenge in the air. Number 84, Caroline Crossley from Canada. Again, still in high school, 17 years old. She's got the size, she's got the height. A big future for her, and grateful for Canada loaning her for us. We'll take her again.
She may well change residency. Can you ever see that happening? The Canadians coming down the border?
We've had a few players in our system that played in the World Cup, since there's a little bit of different rules from the Olympics. They don't have to be a passport holder to be eligible in the Rugby World Cup. And just yesterday, we saw Rebecca Tavo, who changed her allegiance from the Australian national side, playing for Fiji. We may have one of our Dutch players, Nikki Wires, actually has an Australian father, so she might be exploring some options with playing in Australia here too. So you never know. It's always possible.
Well, this is going to be trouble there. She's lightning quick. Harvey on the far side. Ball coming back in. There's an overlap here. They'll exploit it as they come back towards their players, trying to create that overlap.
You got to love that little ankle tap there. Michelle Montague, number 66. Again, she's the player that played in Canada, spent some time playing in the U.S. She's from New Zealand. She plays for Waikato and has been, playing with them some high-level rugby. Also crossing over into some MMA fighting, and she's done bodybuilding too. This girl, 21 years old, and she's done it all already.
What can't she do?
The grappler. I think we'll call her the grappler from now on. As the ball comes out, good display here by the Stars, and here she is.
And there's that palm off that she's
in
known
the face.
for.
Look at that! It's what we came to see in the first game of the Central Coast Sevens.
She knows it too.
Yeah, she doesn't need to score tries when you're dishing out dirt like that. Well, what a display, Pete.
Oh, she loved it. Her face told the story there.
Yep, got to be happy with the physicality, too. If you can match Canada in some of these tackles and get some big hits, you're doing okay. They've got the pace outside now, though. Canada with a little bit of a breakaway on the sideline.
Yeah,
our
Harvey,
sweeper, Nikki, coming over.
Harvey it is. She's quick. We know that. She scored plenty of tries, and there goes Harvey again. She's going to bring it all around. She'll take the kick as well. So Harvey proving too dynamic on that far side.
Well, she just stood up the Stars rugby play at the back there. Big step, wasn't it? And the Stars pretty much were in Disneyland, I guess, and they just couldn't go with them. But that's the start the Canadians wanted for the second half, and they're just looking at this match, how it's unfolding. Looks like they're just going from strength to strength.
Yep, you saw them go all the way to the far sideline, too. That means that our scrum half, Nikki Wires, had to, leave from her sweeper position and cover the entire field. Wasn't quite able to get there. She's going to come off now, subbing on that number 86, Brianne Nicholas, another one of the Rugby Canada players. A little spark plug there. We've been calling her Baby Brie, even though she's older than some of our other players, too.
So the Canadians just taking their time to get set as the substitutes come on for the Starbarians.
If anyone's just clicked on, of course, the Canada Leafs here, the defending champions, and they'll be hard to beat once more here today.
Oh, centre field kick, pressure coming through, good hit there. Kelly Russell it was in the 8. They've turned the ball over now. Nice little short ball up the middle. Barrier was. Now they go back towards the right. They got a bit of an overlap there. If they can use it, they may not need to. Little flick pass, finding the Stars player.
But intercepted. That's Emily Belchos, another Canada player. So again, Caroline Crossley on that tackle. Emily Belchos coming away from the ball. Brianne Nicholas taking it into contact too. And we have a couple more subs that are going to be coming on. So we talked about Phoebe Thomas and her impact play. Anthea Clark there. So number 60, number 63. Next time we get a breakdown, we're able to make a substitution. We'll bring on a couple fresh legs and see what we can make happen.
Well, here comes Canada again out the far side. They come around. Oh, can't just hold on to that one. Barrier was.
Yep. Really pleased, though. Playing a lot more connected on our defense. Again, from that Fiji game yesterday with how they were attacking on offloading. I think, that hit has, allowed us to connect a lot better today. Using our slide, being able to push. We know Canada will go sideline to sideline, and they've got the skill and the pace and the speed. So you have to respect all their talents. We don't want to come up and shoot against them because it just leaves so much other holes. 26-0, but some solid tackling here. You got to be pleased.
For our American fans back home, I'm guessing that's a blitz play there, Liz. Calling it a shoot play. Coming up in their faces.
Yeah, your Aussie star Jared Hayne might know a little bit about that now, crossing over into our NFL.
Just heard today that Jared Hayne, they might be bringing the gridiron side to Australia next year for a pre-season hit out, which would be good to see.
Yeah,
won't be any Central Coast Sevens, though, as the ball comes out off their own line. Certainly won't attract these type of numbers as Wyong has. And this is good work by the Stars playing off their own line, showing some confidence.
Yeah, I like, testing some of those gaps and trying to split the defenders there. That's that Phoebe Thomas. Again, she's actually very recently new to rugby. Big touch background, playing a little bit with Sunnybank, playing with Tribe 7s, played over in Dubai. And that's Anthea Clark, number 60, with a little bit of the breakaway. And there's that power from Brianne Nicholas.
Look at that.
Mighty package there.
The pocket rockets. So quick tap will be taken. Confident stuff by the Stars, of course. Wouldn't expect anything less from a US team. So now they've been driven back on their own line. They're prepared to play it, though. Little dummy kick.
Yep. You have to like stringing along a few phases of possession. Playing smart inside of our own 22. We don't want to do anything too tricky. We don't want to give Canada an easy intercept or turning over the ball. So being able to keep that ball in hand, using the passing skills. Solid rucking here, too. We'd just like to see that big breakaway.
Oh, pops a nice little ball there. The ball, not the best, though, to find the winger.
A nice little bounce pass back inside. Caroline Crossley receiving the ball from Anthea Clark. I'd like to maybe see a kick now. Canada's sweeper pulled all the way over to the side here, that number 12. Leaves a lot of space open. Nothing to lose. Winding down minutes of the game. If we can get something downfield and maybe create a little bit of an excitement.
Well, sure, with less than a minute remaining, let's see if the Stars can get on the scoreboard. Get off the donuts. So they choose to spread
And there's
it wide.
that kick. Emily Belchos kicking against her fellow countrymen. And that's Janneke Idens on the far sideline, another one of our Dutch players. We've been calling her Yo-Yo all tour. That was the nickname Tribe 7s bestowed upon her.
Well, Yo-Yo certainly not walking the dog there, Pete.
I'm not quite sure what that one means. I'll let that slide.
You've never walked the dog?
We've never heard that in terms of sports, no.
What, you don't know yo-yos? Are you serious?
Oh, really? That's okay. You're showing your age here.
Are you serious?
Here we get a little bit of a break. Final play. We'll see if we can get a try on the board in the final minute.
I've got a friend who lives in Phoenix. He's a professional yo-yoer. And that is no word of a lie. Dogger, if you're listening, we salute you. So that's the full-time.
Showing penalty to Canada. They get the tap through.
It'll be Green Shields with a breakaway there to seal off the game for the Maple Leaves.
So it's well done by Canada, creating a lot of tries here off of their turnovers, off of their set pieces. So a little bit of our disconnect on that one initial pass that found touch. A little bit of disconnect there. Something we can certainly bounce back from heading in now to the plate semifinals. Wishing all the best to Rugby Canada in their Cup semifinal. We'll see if Canada can be the first team to go back-to-back here at the Central Coast Sevens. Never an easy challenge. Still the likes of Australia, New Zealand, and several other teams. Fantastic women's rugby up ahead. Thank you so much to all of our fans back home, Canada, USA alike. We appreciate all the support, all the tweets, and stay tuned. Hashtag Central Coast 7s, CC7s, hashtag Starbarians, Stars Rugby